We will find out in just a second here. Let's get the game loaded up regardless. Just keep this boat floating along. And thank you guys again for hanging out for this TLC. I know Sale's not here today, and you guys all come for him and his wonderful, sexy voice and Disney music. But
yeah,
we're not going to do any of that. But we do have Irish humor and Floridian style casting. That's all we can give you. Okay, the first game starting on match point here in the grand finals. We are going to see at the bottom left. Let's hear it, Sir Jolt.
Wait, did you introduce people? Okay. So at the bottom left, it is vOddy as the white Protoss. At the top right, it is trutaCz as the red Zerg. trutaCz is a cool dude, and vOddy is a merciless killer.
So who are you favoring, just off the bat? Who do you think?
So I years ago, in a distant past, I used to be a Protoss player, so my instinct is always to favor Protoss, but for some reason, I really like trutaCz, so I'm cheering for trutaCz all along. The whole way through almost every TLC and TSL or TLS, I've been kind of a trutaCz fanboy. I'm not gonna let it color my casting, but let's just say between you and me, I really hope he wins, so to speak.
Well, I'm glad that both vOddy and trutaCz have you as a fan.
Yeah, I don't know. vOddy is a cool guy. That's all there is to it. But trutaCz is fun to watch. I really like watching Blizzard player. So if it's loser chooses, how do they determine the first map?
Well, the first map is predetermined for the grand finals. It is match.
Oh, that's terrible. They should let the loser choose the first map as well.
Well, there is no loser, so it makes that incredibly difficult.
Look, man, if you don't want to solve the problems, this tournament's never going to go anywhere.
Oh, TLC5 was the semifinals challenger, Sir Joel.
Wait, who was?
TLC5.
Incredible. That's it's sad that I already know he lost. That sucks.
Do you know how to spell TLC5 on the keyboard?
I would not have pronounced it TLC5, but yeah. I don't know how I would pronounce it.
He literally just slammed his hand on the keyboard and went DSA.
What, really?
QWE.
That's great. It's weird that would work. Kind of pronounceable.
Right.
Okay, so a nice early hatch for trutaCz.
This is our first PvZ, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
No, wait, it's not.
Who else did we see?
Oh wait.
I don't
remember. Games are hard for me.
We started off with the ZVZ, and then we've seen quite a few ZVTs.
Oh, ZVZ was the great one. Yeah, the ZVZ was the one I really enjoyed.
Yeah.
So, this is the forged wall. Oh my god, what's he doing here? Is he blocking the wall? Oh, he loses the drone though. It sucks.
Yeah, he did get the drone, so that was well worth it for the Protoss.
I feel bad for him. My brother.
Okay, but trutaCz, he does have the spawning pool coming up and getting the extractor here. And I forget, I think TLC5 is a viable build, J-Dong style on match point here.
What, TLC5?
Yeah.
You like it?
I would love for trutaCz to go for TLC5. TLC5 is my personal favorite ZVP build when I play Zerg.
How often does that happen though?
I go for it every game.
No, I mean, how often do you play Zerg?
Actually, quite a bit. That's like my go-to second race. Like, if I'm tired of playing Protoss, I'll play Zerg. I really like the mechanics of it.
Okay. I'll take your word for it.
I just like that the hatcheries have everything at it. You don't need another building for production. It's just hatcheries.
So, what you're saying is you're lazy.
Yeah, I honestly think Zerg is the lazy race, and when I need to just sit back and like just have one building to do everything, I go Zerg. That's the bottom line.
Okay, well, to be honest, I'm just happy that we have a finals in which I don't know who's going to win. That's exciting to me.
I'm excited about that too. So 2 cannons are put down. So based on that, I feel like vOddy just really wanted to make sure he was secure against the lings that he saw produced. Although I think that he could have gotten away with just 1 cannon, but that's just being nitpicky.
I think so. But especially considering that trutaCz just comes straight up to 3 bases like immediately.
Right.
That makes the two cannons look a little bit less wise, investment-wise.
Yeah, I'm actually curious how fast he's gonna trutaCz is gonna go for that 4 o'clock base down at the bottom right too.
Oh, you think he's just gonna go crazy about it? He's just gonna immediately expand everything. Yeah, he seems to do it a lot. Like he seems to enjoy taking a lot of early map dominance. Oh, he's just gonna pick off the Zealot though. Oh, no,
oh, that Zealot is just barely making it away here. It doesn't even have its fast steers on.
I was 100% wrong about that. In fact.
It's okay. It's okay if you're wrong a lot. If you're right about one like really epic thing, so you have to call something pretty epic in this game now.
No, it's too late for me.
So we're not seeing like a fast +1 timing or anything. We're actually seeing that it's just gonna be Corsairs for now, and the Citadel is coming down. It's all very standard for vOddy so far. Really, if we want to try and delve into this, try and determine what the Zerg player is going to be going for here. They are getting that mandatory Spire to bring out the Scourge. So nothing unusual. This is probably as standard as ZVP can get. It's about where are you going to take your macro hatches? When are you going to drop down evolution chambers that determine how early you're going to be aggressive with Hydras and ZVP? Because Hydras are next. That's a guarantee.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, I expect a sudden muta change up.
No, this won't be mutas because one, he didn't take the he didn't take the gas, and especially if you're going to go for a 5 or a 6 hatch, after you drop down another 2 hatcheries, you're going to drop down that extractor because you don't need it. You really want to be greedy on minerals, because Hydras just aren't gas heavy.
Oh, he's got the extra 2 hatcheries coming down now as well, so straight up to 5 hatch. As the Zealots get to his base though, like he doesn't really have an awful lot to defend this with.
Yeah, he doesn't have a sunken. I feel like one sunken at the front would have been really nice to have here, but still, the Zealots, even if there was a sunken, they're being very indecisive right now. I feel like they could have gotten a drone or two.
They're confused.
They can run into the main if they want to.
They're toddling around with impunity though. There's nothing really to challenge them. The other Zerglings haven't gotten home yet.
So trutaCz staying true to the ZVP is actually getting that Carapace upgrade. And that's good not just for the Scourge, but for the Overlords. Help them have a little bit more.
Yeah, Corsairs have such tiny damage instances that anything you can do to reduce them is fantastic.
That drone drill was insane. That was really effective.
Yeah, he didn't lose enough of it at all. That's 3 Zealots for what, like 4 Zerglings and 2 drones?
Right.
It's fine. Like, it's totally perfectly acceptable exchange.
So here's the question for vOddy though. When does vOddy take a 3rd base? You know, when does he feel confident to go out and take a Nexus? And is he going to take the mineral only Nexus? That's pretty much the safest Nexus to take. But you've got to have the army to support it because it has 2 wide openings to attack. That Zerglings can just come in and either snipe probes or the Nexus in itself.
Well, vOddy's already got a DT out on a Templar on the way up. Got a high Templar, a regular Templar light. But there's plenty of Overlords around. Like I don't think he to. I don't think he can achieve too much of that DT apart from just sniping the drone that leaves to plant the next base.
So this is what I was talking about with that. Also, to continue the 6 hatch build, is you drop down the evolution chamber, get that +1 attack, and now he's going to take the extractor. If you look at the natural, the extractor just came up, so he's got the hatcheries to support this. But interestingly enough, he decided to go for that earlier speed upgrade on the Overlord. Just to make sure he can handle the DTs, because he knows that that is a presence right now on the map. Wants to make sure he can do that and avoid Corsairs. So let's look inside and see what vOddy's going for here. He's got
vOddy just finished Storm now. This instant it just completed.
Okay, so Storm's completed, but he doesn't have a lot of Corsairs, and they're not doing anything on the map.
No, which is surprising considering he bought the DT. I kind of expected him to try and build up some Corsairs, but I guess the DT's just scouting for now.
Right. He's got 1, 2 DTs. Oh, he's gonna lose one of the DTs though. To the Hydra shot. And this is the timing right now. This is the really scary moment where and one of the reasons why you don't see a 3rd Nexus, because this timing is gonna come, and it has to be held with really effective storms. and maybe a few more cannons get placed. The problem is the cannon positioning on match point at the natural is just really awkward.
Yeah, it's really tricky.
You can't like, cover a lot of surface area with your cannons, unfortunately.
You can also almost always lose one to the low ground, which is rough.
Yeah, exactly. Especially since overlords are there to scout the high ground.
Oh god, it's a lot of hydras coming in. Do you just try and bust this now? Is this the plan? I mean, there's a storm up. Has he seen Templars yet?
Oh, he's going for it. Look at this huge macro. Look at all the red on the map. This is really scary.
Yeah, the constant stream. Now you can approach from 2 angles, and I guess try and push in from both high ground and low ground at the same time.
Oh, one storm going down. That
okay, not too bad.
Decent damage.
Oh, and he's going to try and snipe the Overlord.
Yeah, this is why speed is really nice, because all this could be defended with 1 DT if there were no Overlords.
So the
Corsairs want to run out and try and snipe off an Overlord and then run back and then have a DT kind of help to defend, but instead it's going to be all storms. But are the High Templars going to be safe?
Oh, one sniped.
Wow, one does
and
go
one
down
storm
here.
wasted.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Corsair is not being recorded at all.
So far, this defense isn't too terrible. For a lot of the red that we saw going across the map, there's not much attacking.
It just never made it. Yeah, exactly. It just stayed in the mid. I guess if you can bait him out and beat him in the open.
Maybe that's what trutaCz is waiting for, but vOddy's got to be aware that there's going to be a lot of units on the map right now.
One more storm.
That was a really nice storm.
Yeah, it was really excellent. That's the same
plus one is done too. Actually, this is really impressive by vOddy so far.
Yeah, the whole is perfect. Lurkers are morphing though. A lot of the storm is being burned, so those lurkers are in pretty tight shape to defend.
Yeah, lurkers are already being morphed here. You can see that upgrade is done here. And what is he building here? A bunch of hydras down here at the bottom right. So the third Nexus is going to come up. And finally, vOddy can support this base, make it happen here. Needs to hold on. I feel like trutaCz was not aggressive enough with the army that he had.
Well, he had a lot, but I guess a lot of it was still in the mid. Like, I'm not sure why, but I guess it's a tight space. You don't need just clump an enormous number of units in there.
Okay, so here we're going to see that lurkers are with this army, but they're clumped up too much. They weren't sorted out well enough before engaging.
Swords are incredible, my god.
Wow.
Yeah,
that was beautiful, beautiful storms cleaning up that engagement here. I mean, by all means, trutaCz is still in a decent position here, but he is allowing that third to get taken up, and at this point, the High Templar Gateway army is just going to get stronger and stronger. Let's look at the bases, though. The mining is pretty solid. There's enough drones here, and he's got to take this 4th base, which he is doing right now. He's got the hatchery down at the bottom right. Yeah, so where does vOddy go from here? Does he take the 4th base? Does he try and go down to the bottom right, which opens him up for backstabbing potential if trutaCz sends Zerglings that way? Or does he try and go for that 3rd?
He has to get the carriers now. Come on, like that's where we've been needing this entire
day.
You do see
the Stargate's out for the Corsairs, but I thought you saw something
just
unusual.
He's already got the Stargate. Why not? Like, it's a value play now.
Right. Well, it would still continue to be valuable if he was building Corsairs. Okay, here comes it one more time. He's got to deal with this aggression. Can he
just have defenders? I'm not sure what he does. Oh god, the storms are disgusting.
Wow.
Wow. That's interesting.
That pretty much is the word of the game today.
Yeah, it just evaporated.
This is very nice play. Oh man, trutaCz tapping out. Doesn't even lose a base.
Wow, vOddy's on fire.
That was a crazy game.
Kind of interesting that SPX put up more of a fight than trutaCz's first game.
That's about as good as a standard game can go for a Protoss player.
I thought you were going to say for a Zerg. I was like, what kind of games do you play?
Yeah, we saw all the stagnant army of trutaCz just sitting in the middle of the map. Kind of a mistake.
Yeah.
I feel like.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not in a position to critique trutaCz. It's easy for us to say something is a mistake when we can see all of what both players can see and not understand the game the way they do, but it seems pretty rough, alright.
All right, just waiting on the next game here.
That's grim.
This is a best of 5.
Waiting on the next game. Best of 5. Are you crazy?
You're running out of time. My